Good morning, everyone. So, as we told you yesterday, this is a month where all of you, the people on this group, are going to hit your sapphire. Now, going to sapphire, there are a couple of things that needs to be understood first. Okay, so a lot of people think about sapphire as just a rank. Now, it's not a rank advancement. It is basically an advancement in your business. The level of your business, which goes to a certain level. And in that process, what you do is you create leadership. Now, that leadership is what our business is all about. Like our upline AVP Sachin always says, that you have to build people and the business will get built. Okay. So, going to sapphire is a step in building pillars of your organization. Now, to build pillars of your organization, what you have to do is you have to get the right skill set, number one. Number two, you have to have a right culture. And number three, you have to have a right value system. Okay. Now, what do I mean by this? Skill set. Skill set means what? Prospecting, closing, showing the plan, welcome, switch on. This is skill set. Okay. When it comes to culture, culture is all about making sure everybody buys RSP. Okay. Value system is what? Money rules. These are value system. Okay. Now, when all these three becomes a permanent fixture in your organization, when more people follow this, your business automatically goes forward. When more people like this comes in, that is when the business will go to the next level. Now, all of y'all who are there on this group, you have managed to do this to a certain level in your organization. Now is the time that you have to put your foot on the accelerator and push forward so that more people can come up. And that is why sapphire rank advancement is necessary. Okay. Now, if you look at it, sapphire rank advancement says you need to do 40 steps in a month on your payout, right? Which means 120 UVs on your payout. The first mistake that people make is they try to do this in a month. And that is the biggest mistake, because the DNA of this company, of our organization, is we run week to week. So we don't do a monthly calculation. Now, unfortunately, more and more people are doing a monthly calculation. And because they do a monthly calculation, they always miss. And sapphire becomes a challenge. But if you think about it, doing 30 UVs on your payout, if you have 20-25 people, is just a matter of great planning. Okay. So if you do great planning, these numbers will not be difficult. But the problem is we are looking at 4 weeks to do 120 UVs. Okay. Now let me tell you one thing. This is a fundamental rule. Whatever your planning will be, you will eventually end up missing some of the targets that you do. So let's say you have a planning of doing 30 UVs. At your best case scenario, for 30 UVs, you will do a certain number of plans. You will have a certain closure ratio, but you will always miss some closings and you will miss your checks, you will miss your rank advancements by a few steps. And this is a consistent feature for all of you. So what we decided was, like yesterday I asked you for a few numbers, correct? I asked you for the number of plans that has been lined up. I asked you for the closures that are there from last week, where you've got some money, where you got partial money, where the money came after Friday closing, correct? Then you have people who are signed up in last 2 weeks, people who attended welcome in your organization. Now these numbers will help you to plan your sapphire rank advancement. So the first thing that we're going to do is, we are not looking at 4 weeks. We are going to do a planning for 3 weeks, so that the last week, if something by mistake is left, okay, we will still be able to do that. Okay. So everyone has to plan for 3 weeks. So if you have to do 120 UVs, which means per week you have to do 40 UVs, so that every week in 3 weeks you finish 40, 40, 40, 120. Okay. So we don't do the planning for 4 weeks. We do the planning for 3 weeks. And if anything is left, we finish that off in the last week. Okay. But we will try to finish everything in 3 weeks. Now, few key indicators that you have to look at. Okay. Number one is what you have to look at is, it is called your conversion ratio. Now what is conversion ratio? Conversion ratio means anything that you do, what is the percent of success that you get through that? Meaning, let's say you lined up 10 plans. Then, from 10 plans lined up, 7 people come on table. So your conversion is 7 out of 10. And when you show 7 plan on table, then 2 people you disqualify. 2 people, they disqualify you. So between 3 to 4 people are those closings which you have in hand. And when you run behind that, then out of those 3-4 closings, few you will get this week, few you will get in next to next weeks. Okay. So your conversion ratio out of 10 maybe in a week is between 15 to 20%, which means 1 to 2 sign-ups happen if you show 10 plans in that week. Correct? So that is conversion ratio. Second is, which is called as your spillover. Now what does spillover means? Spillover means all those UVs which were supposed to come last week, because of something, the money did not come, full money did not come, you could not put on the counter, but you still have half money or 1/4 money or some money which has come and you are following that closing. Now, the third thing is your new sign-ups, which has happened in last 2 weeks. Now what we have to see is, what is the ratio here, what is the ratio here, what is the ratio here. Okay. So now, if let's say you have 10 UVs of spillover from last week, okay, then your first focus should be that by Monday, till Wednesday, you finish all your second meetings and your closures. So the spillovers, worst case scenario, should come on the counter by Wednesday. Okay. Second is your new sign-ups which has happened in last 2 weeks. Now these are those guys who have attended your welcome. You have done their switch on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So you have from Tuesday to Friday for them to do at least one sign-up. This is your second bunch. Then the third is your conversion ratio from new plans. Correct? So you have 3 things. One is new plans, second is spillover, and third is the hot zone sign up. Now, if your last 2 weeks you have So now let's look at doing 40 UVs. The target is to do 40 UVs UVs in week 31. Okay. Now week 31 has 3 places where the UVs will come from. One is from plans. Second is from your spillover. And third is your hot zone. Now each one of you have to identify the people who signed up in last 2 weeks, and you have to take control, which means even if they have attended welcome once, within Monday and Tuesday, which is tomorrow and day after, you have to sit with them, you have to help them identify their hot zone, and you have to ensure that you get at least one hot zone before Friday. So let's say you had 3 people who signed up last week. This should give you approximately 20 to 15 UVs, depending on 5 or 7 header, whatever you have. So average, if the UV size is 6 header, so you will get around 18 UVs from here. Now comes spillover. Spillover, if last week you have a spillover, let's say 10 UV, not high, 10 UV. Then by Wednesday, this should happen. Whether you have to do a second meeting, whether you have to follow up for the arrangement of the finances, you have to get this by Wednesday. Okay? This by Friday, this by Wednesday. And now it's plans. The rule is very simple. You have to ensure that there are bare minimum 50 plans lined up in your organization. So I'm assuming that each one of you all have between 20 to 25 people on your payout. Now out of 20 to 25 people, maybe 5 people will not be coming to association only. Okay? So that leaves you with 15 to 20 people. Then out of those 15 to 20 people, there will be 5 people who don't do anything. So you have 10 to 15 people left. Okay? Now out of this 10 to 15 people, there will be some, the new lot, which is like 2 to 3 months old. Now their name list will have juice for you. Their name list will have good names. So it becomes your responsibility to sit on their name list and check where they have good relationship with each other and ensure that those plans happen. Okay? So from here, out of those 10 people, you have to get 10 to 15 people, you have to get 50 plans lined up. 50 plans lined up, which means 35 people will come on table. Out of 35, 5-7 people will reject you, 5-7 people you will reject, which means another 15 people gone. So you have 20 people whom you have shown the plan to. Now 20 people whom you have shown the plan to and who have said yes, out of this 5 you will never see any time. They will come on the plan, they will say yes we will do, they will never ever come up. So you will never be able to even trace them where they have gone. They will not pick up your phone, they will not answer the reference call, nothing will happen. Forget about them. Now you have left with 15 people. Out of this 15 people, maybe 1 or 2 can arrange money instantly. When I say instantly, within 3 to 4 days. Okay? Balance 3-4. Maybe through financing, loan, this, that. If everything is done on Monday, which means their loan documents, everything is processed on Monday, you have a possibility that you can get by Friday their disbursement. But not more than 3-4. Rest all of them will go to the next week. Okay. So here you have a scenario where you might get 2 closures who can arrange money then and there, and you have another 3 to 4 good cases which, if pushed, if everything goes right, you will get their closures on Friday. So you have around 18 UVs here, you have 10 UVs here, which is 28, and you have to have around 12 UVs from here. So this will give you 40 UVs. Now, this calculation has to be done by each one of you. You have to identify these guys. And you have to work on a daily basis, which means hot zone, all the people who are signed up in your organization, you, whom I am talking to, you have to take control of these guys. Between Monday and Tuesday, you have to sit one-on-one, possibly do a short welcome again, make them people who have done their hot zone. You have to talk to them about hot zone. You have to talk to your people about hot zone. You have to talk about your hot zone. How did you do? Basically, you have to inspire confidence in them that they should do their hot zone, and it makes basic logical sense to have their hot zone in the business before they start the business. Okay? And I'm not saying uncle, auntie, I'm saying amma, appa. That's it. Maybe one person can, maybe father, mother, if worst case scenario, maybe a brother or a sister. This has to happen in the first week. The person whose welcome has happened has to happen. So Monday, Tuesday, you guys have to sit with these guys and ensure you push hot zone. And if you push hot zone and if you help them arrange money, you will get 15, 20 UVs. Okay?
I'll pause.
So you get 15, 20 UVs from there. Okay. Second, spillover. This you have to keep a very tight grip so that this comes on Wednesday, which means Monday, Tuesday, you have additional responsibility of showing plans, doing the second meeting, ensuring you meet the prospect and you give him confidence so that he gets signed up by Wednesday. And then this is there. Now this activity starts on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If you can do this activity by Monday, if you can do this activity by Wednesday, and if you can do this by Monday and Tuesday, there is no reason why you cannot hit 40 UVs in this week. So if we do like this, 3 weeks, you will be able to hit your Sapphire. If something is left, then we can push that for in the 4th week. So my question today is, does this look doable to you? Do you think you can categorize your time? You can prioritize your time. You can focus on what to be done on which day. Basically, all of y'all should have a calendar every single day. Monday, what you're going to do. Monday, whom you're going to meet. So Monday, hot zone I have to meet. So from today evening, like now, you should call up your people, ask who was signed up, how was the welcome, how was the response, sit with them, whatever is required to be done. Talk about welcome, talk about why network marketing, talk about switch on, whatever you do. Idea is, if you have 3 people, get one hot zone done. Amma, appa, that's it. Okay? Push them, help them to arrange money. Second, whatever is your spillover. Now, spillover doesn't mean the plans that you showed. Spillover means half money has come, quarter money has come, okay? Full money has come. You have to get e-cards and you have to get it done by Wednesday. And then this. Now, if you have to do this, and if you have to really ensure that this makes sense to you, when the plans are lined up, you need to look at each plan which has been lined up. And you have to understand what is the relationship with the referrer, number 1. Number 2, what mindset the referrer is in. The guy who has lined up the plan. Is he good at closing? And then you identify out of this 50 plans, you identify 15 plans that you will take, not your downline, that you will take, and you will take control of these cases. Okay? If you take care of these three things, there is no reason why you cannot do 40 UVs each week and hit your sapphire. Okay? Now after this, Vijay is going to translate this for you. Okay? And then I'm going to get added to this group. And if you have any questions on this, feel free to put on the group and I will answer each question of yours, how to do this. Don't think this is a stupid question. Any basic question also if you have in this, ask. And next 3 weeks, I'm going to be with you on this journey of being to sapphire. Anything, anytime that you have a question, I will ensure that I answer that question to you. How to drive a horizon you don't know, I will do a module for you on that. You don't know how to take control of this, I'll do a module for this. You don't know how to look into this, ask question. I will do again a video module for you and I will answer each question. But the agenda is, we have to go to sapphire so that our people earn more money, so that you have a bigger team, so that your organization, more people make money. You have to go to sapphire because they need to look at you going up so that they can understand it is possible. Imagine you meet Vijay on the airport and he's flying economy. Will you ever fly business class? Never. That is why Vijay will, whenever you will see Vijay, he will fly business class, he will fly first class. So that in your head, it is possible. The same thing happens with your downlines. They need to see that it is possible to reach sapphire. So when you do this business, when you become an upline, it is not only money, it is also a moral responsibility to continuously upgrade yourself, to continuously go to the next rank, so that more and more people in your organization who have the right value system, who have the right structure, who have the right culture, who have the right skill set can come up and they can become a pillar of your organization. Now feel free after watching this video to ask questions. Any questions that you have, I'll continuously make videos, I'll answer all your questions, but the whole agenda is not 90% of you, not 95% of you, 100% of you have to hit your sapphire rank in this month. Okay? So best of luck. Let's start the sapphire madness, and in this month, all of y'all will hit your sapphire. Okay? Best of luck. Love you. Take care, guys. Good night.